also shown that when we're out in the sunshine, the vitamin D is produced. But when that is produced, the cholesterol level is lowered. When there's less cholesterol in the blood, there's less of a chance of the clogging of the arteries. When the arteries aren't as clogged, the blood pressure will continue to stay low. Exercising temperance. We don't want to overeat. We also don't want to oversleep. We don't want to do any of the items that we covered here. If you overdo them, then you're going to suffer on one end, whereas you're trying to accomplish one thing in terms of your blood pressure. Overdoing in one area, you're going to suffer in another. Drinking our water. Now, this is very important. I didn't talk much about it, or I didn't list it, but think about it. If you don't drink enough water, the blood will become thick like anything else. When the blood is thicker, it causes problems in terms of the heart having to pump thicker blood. Just think about it. Reason from cause to effect. One study I did read showed that people, when they go on long airplane flights, because there were some people experiencing clotting, those who consumed a lot of water, their blood was thinner. Less problems, no problems actually with blood clotting. And this holds true. I recognize the fact that when I give blood, I go to the Red Cross to give blood. There are some people who are on the table when I come in, and they're still there, and I'm finished giving blood, and they tell me that I bleed, if you will, my blood, I bleed and finish in about maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes much less than that, sometimes 10 to 15 minutes, or even a little bit less, which they're saying your blood is good and liquidy, and it flows very well. So when you drink your water, your blood will be the same. My blood pressure is consistently between 110 and 105 over 70, 75. But we walk, my wife and I do a lot of walking, and we try very much to watch what we eat, get our rest, the things you see listed here. Finally, trusting in God. That is the major piece. You know, you can do all of these other things, but when a person is not at peace, the pressure will be elevated. You know, I do have a story to share with you. In doing this health work, we got a chance to sit down and do a consultation with them. It was a couple once. And they promised us that they were doing the things that we followed, except for pretty much, I would say, the very last one, because there was some off between the two. And the lady, she was the major one suffering from elevated blood pressure. She was walking, drinking her water, had a good diet, getting her rest. But what happened was, with this unresolved issue with she and her spouse, when they finally sat down, discussed this, she shared with us, she noticed her blood pressure coming down. Her blood pressure actually came down. And looking at the fact that she did all of the 6, and it was only until she finally did the one last one, and that's trusting in God and turning over to Him, whatever that issue was, offering forgiveness and seeking forgiveness as well, she experienced the true results of healing. And so I want to let you know that as you follow these principles, continue to look to God for your healing. And do know that He is the final and true source of not only just physical healing, but making the person whole. And that is the ultimate goal when you talk about being in good health. Hopefully this information has been of great value to you. If you want more information, you can always visit my website, www.b, that's the letter B, ingoodhealth.com. That's www.bingoodhealth.com. There's much more information we would like to share with you. There's information on our website, so you can contact us and look and see what we have at that website. Be blessed by the information that we've shared with you, and we pray that as you follow these things, God will richly bless you. And once you do this, just watch the blood pressure come down. Now, I do want to tell you before I close, and I failed to mention, that there are some diseases that can result from high blood pressure. And I think this is an important point. Chronic kidney disease. When the kidneys, the blood pressure is high, it will damage the blood vessels. And that can result in the kidneys to chronic kidney disease, heart disease, stroke, coronary artery disease, eye disease. And now we're at the end. But do remember, it is real important that you do take care of yourself to lower your blood pressure. Blood pressure left unchecked, one thing is going to lead to another. That's why many people who don't get their blood pressure under control, they will ultimately suffer a stroke, the blood vessel bursting in the brain. Also, massive heart attack as well. The chronic kidney disease, as I mentioned, which you're going to lead to dialysis. So keep these items or these things in mind. And as I said, I pray that this information has been a blessing to you. Contact us on our website. If there are any questions, we'll be glad to answer. Thank you.